Alright, so yesterday I was doing my usual weekly shopping at Costco, and I found something that to me was pretty enticing at that point. But I knew a lot of stuff about these things, and buying a camera from Costco that costs $40, it's definitely a scamera, which people call scam cameras these days. The ones that cost less and they are super enticing with the features, but they're actually crappy. Hey, what is good everyone, Chris here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about this point and shoot right here. This is the Minolta MND23, and when you hear Minolta, you're thinking about great cameras that in the past everyone was going for. I actually have one back there, the one that is on tripod. It's a Minolta SRT-101, an SLR, a film camera that I really like. I also have an X700 up there, but this one is a point and shoot, and $40 for a point and shoot, it's not that bad if it's what it says on it. And on the box it says it's an autofocus lens with the 4K Ultra HD video resolution capabilities, 48 megapixel photo resolution, and 2.8 LCD monitor. Also, it has a front and a back lens. I mean, come on, how good can this be? Can you imagine buying this one for $40? Well, you don't have to, because I already did. I have the receipt right here. So yeah, that's how much cost me, plus taxes obviously. And I knew from the beginning that this is a scam. Well, I would say not necessarily I knew it was a scam, because you know, you're always hoping that something might be better than you were thinking of. But Minolta doesn't exist as a company since 2006, I believe, when Sony bought all the assets, all the cameras, all the licenses, everything that Minolta has. Basically, they bought Minolta as a company, and they become Sony. And this one is a Minolta. You can tell it says right here on it. It's a Minolta MND23. So I knew it's not a Minolta camera, but I want to make sure that I'm checking the camera, because the first thing that was enticing to me was the fact that this lens on the front, it says on it, it's a 2.2 f2.2 lens. That, if I didn't read wrong, and it's actually a f22, which will be closer to the reality, but we're gonna get to that. So the camera is made out of plastic, not good plastic, bad plastic, and it doesn't have anything metal on it. It's just plastic everywhere. It's pretty small, pretty nice for a point and shoot. You can hold it in your hand. It's actually pretty nice in hand because it's light, obviously. It does charge through the USB-C, which again, it's a great thing, and that might throw you off when you go buying this thinking that it's a high quality camera. It does have a, I think it's a 600 or 800 milliampere battery, this small thing right here, which I don't really care about because I'm not using this camera for long sessions. I'll probably use it for outside and for family and stuff, if I'm able to use it. And yesterday I took my little crazy friend, my dog, outside, and I was trying to test it and see how good it is. I came back from Costco and went outside, and I was like, no, I can't. It was an itch. I want to see how good it is. And surprisingly, it's super bad. Well, I was telling you about the build quality. Now, the buttons on the back, they're pretty solid. They're plastic, I think. But they're pretty solid, and they're well aligned, like any point and shoot, and easy to access. I would say ergonomic features are not as good as they should. There is no thumb grip here, so, but the camera being light, it's not that bad. It's a big button, big shutter button right here, and also the power on button lights up, so it is green now. And the camera is, I would say, a 1999 to 2000s camera in terms of software. It's very slow. You take a photo, it takes probably a couple of seconds to write the photo on the mini SD card or the micro SD card that it's right here in the battery compartment. And it's not only that the SD card that they provide, it's an 128 gigabytes, but it's probably very slow. But the software in the camera is slow, because if you're trying to navigate to the menus and you literally get rid of the headache with an Advil, and you manage to get to whatever you want to set for this camera, because it's very complicated. To me, you have to press two buttons in different sequences to get to the menus, and you don't know where the menus are. The buttons are labeled, but they don't do anything. Other than that, you can't get out of any kind of the software features or the menu features by pressing the shutter button. You have to press that button again to get out of the options or the settings. Very quirky, extremely quirky. And yeah, so that's with the build. But how is the image quality? Because this camera supposedly shoots exactly a 48 megapixels photos. Actually, it should have said up to 48, because it shoots 48, 36, 24. So you basically can manage to go down in megapixels if you don't have enough space on your computer, or if you don't want big photos. Now, you don't really need that, because this camera, in my experience, besides shooting only JPEG, it only shoots up to 8 megapixels photos. I think I had a couple that were over that, but setting up the resolution to 48 megapixels gives you 8 megapixel photos. I'm not sure why. I suppose because it's a scam camera, but this, to me, it's assholish. I mean, why would you put 48 megapixels if you can't even provide 24 or 12? And that basically makes people buying this camera. Also, right here on it, and you might recognize this, it says 4K recording. It's exactly like any other scam camera on Amazon or eBay, whatever you saw them for, like 40, 50 bucks. It's the exact right camera with a Minolta branding here. And if you look at the box, the Minolta branding right here in the corner is actually different. It says Minolta, but and obviously it has a R for a trademark, but the logo, it's different. It's pretty much like a diamond, a blue diamond with a little bit of a white shade in the middle, whatever. If you remember the Minolta logo, or if you don't know, the Minolta logo is I think it's the sun, if I'm not mistaken. It's a blue sun that has a waving in the top part, I believe. But this one doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's a different stuff. And that's because Minolta doesn't exist anymore. And these guys who are building these cameras, I think it's a Chinese company probably, they're using the name to their advantage, and to basically scam people in thinking that this is actually a high quality Minolta camera, which is not. The image quality, like I said, it's crappy. And I'll show you a few photos now. I don't even know if I should call them photos. Not even captures, not even snapshots. They're terrible. The ISO goes up to 800, I believe. So it's 100, 200, 400, 800, I think. Or up to 4, no, I think it's 800. But even at 100 ISO, there is a lot of noise. The sensor inside this camera is probably an iPhone Gen 1 sensor, or a Nokia phone sensor from 20 years ago, because the image is terrible. It's over sharpened. You can though adjust sharpness and I think colors, and you can tweak that thing a little bit, but it doesn't help in any way. It does have a plethora of filters, weird stuff like red, for example, if you want, you know, everything to look like it's the Armageddon. Not that it's not these days, but yeah, so it has blue, green, whatever, black and white filter. I would probably shoot this camera in black and white, just to, you know, get rid of all the craziness, that the over clarity and over sharpness in the photos, the loss of detail, and the pixels are basically rendering so bad, and they look like huge blotches, and also it creates a lot of artifacts. This is not a camera that you should pay 40 bucks on. And I'm saying that because this Olympus right here, this is a Stylus 1050 SW, which is a weather sealed and a water resistant camera. This one only cost me $30 at an estate sale. This beauty right here, that's built out of aluminum, and it's a great camera for having in your pocket all the time. I'm actually hating myself for not having it with me all the time because it's great. And I also have this beautiful point and shoot right here, also built out of aluminum and like a sturdy frame and all that. And this is the Panasonic, I think the ZS8 that I recently bought, and I don't think I talk on the channel. I might do street photography and talk a little bit about it. This is a 16 times zoom camera, but the quality of the images on this one are pretty good, and you can actually do great with it, especially in good light. It does have a mode dial, so you can choose different stuff. This one doesn't have anything, obviously. Other than that, I would say the camera doesn't look bad, but if it was what it was, at least a good image quality. I don't care about the, you know, depth of field or bokeh. I don't care about amazing color rendition, but I care about the fact that they lied to us and there is not even 48 megapixels. And because I'm talking about that, I'm going to go to the video as well and tell you that there is no 4K video. It looks like 720p probably, if ever. I didn't even go into the DaVinci Resolve to see how the DaVinci, I mean, what recognizes in terms of resolution and the codec that it recognizes on this one. But this is a scam camera, so I'm making this video for you guys to be aware of it, and don't go for the cheap if it's new, because that means it's low quality. Go try find cheap stuff like this, old school. I'm not saying that it can be a bad camera, but if you do a little bit of a research, you're gonna find all kinds of stuff about this. This one, you only gonna find just a few. I don't think anyone made a video, maybe 1 or 2 videos on YouTube. But this kind of stuff is all over the place right now, because people are thinking that they're gonna be, you know, great cameras for family and take them with you. Well, a better camera than that for families and family photos and even street photography and, you know, enjoying landscapes and stuff like that. This one gives you the megapixels, gives you the resolution that it says it does. It also has all kinds of features like portrait and cinematic and all that. And I know it costs $1,000, but you will buy this one regardless, because you need it to work with and to you know, talk and use it as a phone. So might as well get one, you know, the SE or whatever is the cheaper, and it's gonna have probably a 50 times better camera than this one regardless. No offense, but even that, I, you know, the fact that I know that is a scam, and I knew and I bought it, makes me a little bit stupid. But I just wanted to make this video for you guys, and I didn't plan for it. I just found it and I realized how bad is that for a company to do that and basically fake something that used to be amazing in the past, and we all love it, or most of us did. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Welcome. And don't forget to subscribe and share these videos. Also give them a thumbs up. The YouTube algorithm helps these videos to be seen by many if you give them a thumbs up, and I will definitely see you soon. And this is the camera and sound on the back of the camera that I paid $40 at Costco. I don't know how it sounds. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm in the shade right now, not too much shade. There you go. This is the sun on my face. I mean, it looks like the iPhone 12 or something similar. I don't know, at least on the back of the screen. But the good thing is that you can hold the camera up and just film yourself. Yeah, there you go. Full sun on my face. I don't know how it looks. Now I'm backlit, and obviously there is no dynamic range, but it's not bad, I think.